And welcome to your podcast. Welcome to our podcast. Your podcast. Welcome.
We're in our podcast.
It's the podcast. And it's ours. And yours.
I'm trying not to eat cheese too close to the mic because that is disgusting. No.
Oh.
No time.
Oh, so you hear yourself chewing? I started this too prematurely, didn't I? Oh, well.
Only to not gross out everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
And welcome. I feel like I'm extra hot. Go ahead and say something.
Hi.
I had to adjust the volume because in some podcasts I just straight up don't come through the microphone sometimes.
I think you're number one. You're turning me way down.
No, that's me, dog.
I can't hear shit.
Well?
Right now. Well?
Okay. Keep going.
Well, when the time comes, there she is.
And there she is.
And
I think now we're both somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Welcome to our show. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Welcome to this show.
How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I feel like I knew that we were about to record and I'm still unprepared.
Yeah, same.
And fully in my mind, I was like, all the cameras are going. That one looks fucking different every single time we turn it on, which is something that we'll figure out.
That's not my problem.
It's not, but it becomes my problem because then I obsess when I really just want to be talking to you.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
So talk to me. Tell me.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you see me do the look? Did you see me do the... Did you see which thought just ran through my head? I just had we might as well just shut the whole thing off and start over again thought. And then I chewed it back. And that was the closest I've ever come to. It's like when you throw up, but then you close your mouth real fast. You're like, I can't do this right now. I'm at a birthday party.
I can't.
Dude.
No, if I'm going to throw up, I'm going to throw up. Like there's almost never, ever a chance of me not. If it's coming, it's coming. It was like that day on a walk. I went for a walk with Mike.
Yeah.
And our friend Heather. And we all know her. And
Heather, I hardly know her.
We passed by what I only could have assumed was human poop on the sidewalk.
Certainly did smell like human poop.
And it was the day after Thanksgiving. And I started to dry heave and could not stop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the only time I've ever seen you. Yeah. Like almost not be able to.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Anyway, why did we start talking about
I'm
that?
not sure. Holding back, starting over.
Do you remember what a spectacle it was when the kid would throw up in school?
Yeah, everyone's like, ew.
That poor kid. I always felt deeply, unless I was in the classroom, I always felt deeply bad for the kid who throws up. Because think about it. You're just a kid and you don't know how you feel yet.
Yeah.
You don't know how to control your body.
No, you don't know.
And then you're sick through no fault of your own. So you put your mouth on everything.
Yes.
Who cares? That's part of it.
Who are they to judge you?
And then even though your mom tells you not to, you put your mouth on every public thing. Mm-hmm. And then you go to the classroom and you're like, I don't feel good. Go to the bathroom. And the teacher's like, no, we're learning about tectonic plates. And then you throw up in the middle of class. And then everyone who's in the class thinks you're gross. And everyone who hears about it afterwards thinks you're gross.
Well, never mind that, but it could start like a
chain
domino effect, right?
Yeah.
Like, whew.
Yeah.
One goes, the other one. My nephew has a terrible gag reflex.
Yeah.
It's bad. My niece too. Yeah.
Yeah. Very gross.
Yes.
But this podcast is the opposite of that. Think of the feeling that you get when somebody throws up right in front of you and you have to smell it and you're sitting there and you're like, who?
Come on.
Is somebody cooking cheese?
Do we have any questions? Because I can't.
But
with
this podcast is the opposite of throwing up.
Yes.
Here, a comedian and a hairdresser answer your questions to the best of their ability. And we don't have much ability. But we do have a lifetime of experience and a truckload of know-how.
Don't ever
Chevy
go
S10.
back. Yeah, don't ever go back and be like, well, Mike and Zoya Falzone told me.
Never.
I am not
If you do the thing
a licensed professional.
Yeah. We'll say it right now.
Yeah.
If you do the thing that we suggest, and it worsens your situation, that's still on you because you listen to a hairdresser and a comedian instead of a professional.
There you go.
All that is to say, thank you for being here today.
Yeah.
Omar Anonymous says,
no.
Well, this was asked on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
So if you want to ask a question anonymous, you could always do it to our IG.
Yeah.
Or what's our email?
Welcome to the podcast at
gmail.com.
Yes.
/
No. Just welcome to the podcast.
Omar
at Gmail.
or whoever says, how do I motivate myself to be more creative this year?
I don't know. I'm not feeling very motivated. Although today I did clean.
Jay says, no, dude, I'll tell you like this. Don't talk yourself out of doing stuff. And be very why the hell not about it. Mm-hmm. Like sometimes I'm like, I feel like drawing this, that, or the other thing. And every day I do 1,000 things that aren't drawing. So it's like, I'm like, why would I draw? I'm not going to like put it up on my Instagram. That would come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, what do I need to put something up to be validated for it to be worth doing? Mm-hmm. And then that's when I'll just sit down and be like, just fucking try to draw it.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? And then when you do end up starting creative things, finish it. And even pushing yourself to finish something sometimes unlocks other creative thoughts.
Yeah.
Or different pathways of thinking that might leads you
to
other conclusions in your day-to-day life. So don't talk yourself out of doing creative stuff. Set aside time for you to do the creative stuff. Don't always be working or hanging out with your friends or doing dope.
Say no to dope, y'all.
First of all, say no to dope.
Down.
Second of all, say no to dope and say yes to art.
Yeah.
That's like the most 90s interstitial. But yeah, do that. Set aside time, finish stuff. Don't talk yourself out of stuff.
Mm-hmm. That's good advice.
Zoe?
Yes. I don't really have any advice for that right now. I haven't been feeling crazy motivated, and I feel like if I was to talk about it, I'd be a hypocrite.
I'll give you a motivational speech right now.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me what you want to do that you're not doing.
Cleaning out closets. It's not anything creative. These are chores that I have to get done.
I'm telling you to tell me something that you want to be motivated for, and I'll give you a motivational
I want to get back
speech.
into the gym. I put on a bunch of weight again. It sucks. I haven't been feeling it. Although Judy's been texting me. She's so nice. I love her.
All right, this is your goddamn motivational speech right now, Zoe. You got to get your ass back in the gym.
Is that how we talk to me?
Okay, well,
yeah, I didn't.
I'm doing a motivational speech.
Uh-huh.
Get your.
Is that what? Ew.
Get your. I know. I had a lot. I ate. Literally, just came from eating cheese.
Eating cheese. Eating.
You gotta stop eating cheese and get your ass back in the gym.
Get your ass back in the gym.
Think of how much better your ass feels when it's in the gym.
It does.
Not to me, but to you.
Yeah.
I like your ass both ways, but we're not talking about me right now. We're talking about you. Next time if you ever feel like, and don't not go to the gym.
I love how you just didn't finish not one sentence.
Next time you're feeling like you want to go to the gym, you talk yourself out of it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Talk yourself into it.
Okay. I have been going out on walks though with you, like on the weekends and stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever I get a chance.
Yes, you have.
Although today I didn't because I opted to vacuum.
Today you didn't because sometimes you look at our relationship and you say, and what's in it for me?
Oh.
But it's just not talking yourself out of doing stuff. Working out, especially on your own volition.
Yeah.
If you have dumbbells in the corner, if you have an exercise bike in the corner, maybe you spend all that money on a piton and you're just fucking looking at it.
Yeah.
It's so easy to do anything other than working out.
Yeah.
But you also know that if you put in a little bit of time, even though you don't see the results that day, which I think is subconsciously what stops a lot of people from working out, it's the time it takes between doing the thing you don't want to do and seeing results.
Mm-hmm. What did they
if
say?
You could
Sorry. I'm not done talking.
If you could just talk yourself into doing the thing that you need to do every day,
I just wish
it will lead you to be able to see.
I kind of hate this today. What do they say? In 2 weeks, people will notice. In 4 weeks, you start to notice.
Is it 2 weeks?
Yeah.
So if you do some dumb workout shit every day, in 2 weeks, other people will start to notice.
Yeah.
And then you can stop because that's all you're doing it for.
Right.
Or you can come up with other reasons and do it longer.
Yeah.
I will do it for at least 4 weeks.
And then you're done forever.
And that's my commitment. I could commit to that.
Yeah.
I can't commit to a lifetime of change. I don't know where I'm going to be in 6 months.
That's true. That is true.
Maybe you would have kicked me to the curb by that point.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just living in the back of a Chevy S10 in St. Louis Obispo.
Chevy S. We don't even own one.
Not yet.
Not yet.
There's no telling which one of us will own a Chevy S10 in the future. And that's
Probably be me before you.
Why is that?
I don't know. A Chevy, though?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be a Chevy?
My dad had a Chevy S10. Mm-hmm. And I'm just drawing upon my personal experience for funny anecdotes.
Anecdotes. What else do we have on the
Jay
docket?
says, I'd like to be Mike's friend. No, it says, I'd like Mike's feedback on the AEW show that you attended. Have you guys ever attended a show together? So, hey.
I mean, we've attended wrestling events together, but not an AEW event, right?
Yeah, but he was talking about wrestling events, I think.
Yeah.
In general.
We have fun.
I love doing everything with you.
Yeah. We're going.
And that's no jive.
Yeah.
I love that. It's just very nice of you to go to stuff like that with me.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah.
I mean, any kind of like sporting event, whatever. That it's always way more fun to be there and like in the crowd than it is to like sit there and watch it, you know?
Yeah,
like
100%.
With wrestling though, it's interesting because you see some fucking crazy shit, you know? Like it's incredible with the types of athletes that they are. Yeah. And then, you know, sometimes watching people get hurt makes me laugh.
You love it.
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a bad person.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's always a lot of fun to like see all of that. But we're going to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
One of my clients.
So we'll have a whole breakdown show. Maybe
Yeah.
it will be a Patreon show just about WrestleMania.
Okay.
And I would love to hear your thoughts.
Yeah.
We went to WrestleMania once already in San Francisco area towards that. Mm-hmm. And it was fucking awesome.
Yes, it was.
That's in the archives of the show. Mm-hmm. You can go listen to our WrestleMania trip.
Yeah.
We got in a fight,
Yes.
right? And so
yes, we did.
Everyone's fighting at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we didn't want to be left out.
Yeah.
So excited to do that. My biggest feedback from the AEW thing is that it feels like a very special thing because it's all it's like professional wrestling but on a smaller scale a little bit than WWE because it's become a huge corporation, and it just seems like they're the underdog and they're fighting like they're just fighting for their space. Mm-hmm. And it's like it's like being a fan of the I want to say a bunch of things, but I don't want any of it to come across as like insulting or whatever. It's like fighting for the underdog.
Right. It's like the football, right? So you have the NFL, right? And then
Remind me.
What was it? It wasn't Ice Cube. It was there was like another like football league.
XFL.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what it's like.
You know Vince McMahon did that?
I did know that.
Yeah.
I did know that.
It's like the NBA and the ABA. and you're rooting for the ABA because they have the red, white, and blue ball. But I got the impression that everyone who was performing was like having a great time, and that's such a cool feeling for the audience to get, that everyone you're watching is having as much fun, if not more than you are. And it's also, they don't have like the same restrictions as like a huge publicly owned thing.
Is it not publicly? Is it not? Like...
I don't think so. I think it's a private thing.
Well, honestly, though, like
it's like one guy with like billions of dollars,
right? But I still feel like it has a chance now more so than ever because of how many fans are fans of both, right? And they want to see both. So I think that they have a way better chance than they ever did before. Like when was it AEW? AEW is brand new, right? But there was another WWF. What was it? There was another thing that was trying to like.
They were in like the 90s. WCW was the other big one. So that was the number 2 back then.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, but I feel like AEW has way more of a chance to be something more like WWE now than it did back then. Yeah.
It's very interesting. And plus with the WWE possibly being sold soon, it's like just as a television company and as an entertainment company, there's a million different things that could happen. So it's all very interesting. I just like when it's interesting. Kind of boring when there's just like one game in town and that's like the thing. And so you have to, like, for such a long time after those Monday Night Wars ended with in the 90s, they're not two completely like huge media companies feuding with each other anymore. There's just one company doing what they hope is good. And then you could watch that and be like, I'm into this or I'm not into this. And there's a few other very small alternatives, but there's no like mainstream alternatives really. And it's fun when that kind of back and forth is happening on like a big stage. It made it really fun to watch both when we were like sophomores, juniors in high school. And like the way we see entertainment is different now because it's not like, you know, you could always watch stuff on demand or streaming or whatever. But like back in the day, it's like you needed to be flipping the channels between the two on the one day a week where it came out to be able to see like who's doing what. And there's never going to be anything like that again. But with the parameters that there are today, it's interesting to see two companies compete for like the eyes of pro wrestling fans. And then if you're a pro wrestling fan, it's just awesome all around because you have all these people trying to like make really good stuff instead of just one company making
all the things
what they think is the best stuff.
Right.
Anyway, so that's the answer to that.
Interesting.
We got one more that says, why does my tummy hurt? I really don't know what to do with that or what you were even expecting us to do with that, but hopefully you have found some relief. Maybe you took a big old poop.
Or Tums or ginger or ginger ale. You know.
You think if you stuck a ginger chew in your butt, it would have the same?
Why would anyone? That just seems such like a weird thing to come up with, just to like even, oh, you know what? Maybe if they put a ginger chew up their ass.
I don't think I said it like that.
Oh, you know what? Do you think maybe?
Somebody, you know what's way? Somebody asked me, why does my tummy hurt? So sometimes you got to take that and you got to go roundabout ways with it to make it the most, to give it the most. And that's what I just did. I just gave that question the most.
You guys, patreon.com.
You never want to stick like a starburst.
No. Why? What? Ew. Why?
You say why? I say why not?
Ew. Gross. You're gross.
Because you can get them hot with your breath.
No. Ew, dude. Yucky.
Just the pink ones.
No.
Orange?
No.
Okay.
I don't want to put anything up my butt.
Thank you.
You guys, patreon.com is a virtual tipping and rewards website where you give us a little bit of your hard-earned cash and we give you a shout out, our $10 group. And it goes something like this. Cole Rusty. Joseph Capricusio.
Get your ass in the gym, Joseph.
Shannon Haynes.
Get your ass
DLD.
Jim.
Stop it.
D.
Ernesto, Raja, Eliseus. Luis and Odette.
Both of you. Get a family plan. Get your ass back in the gym.
I hate it. Lauren Chauncey. Paul Gilliam. Derek Hellig. Steve Diergo. Chris McCarthy.
Let me tell you something about your
Stop
ass.
it. Stop, please. You're so distracting right now. Trevor. The Werefishy. That's fucked up. Joe Penn. Happy birthday, Starlight. JJ McToots. Rachel last name. Mike Genie. Alan Garcia. Connie Tryon. Isabella Sparkles. Antero Baez. Frankie Matos Music.
Let me tell you something.
Chris Fernandez. Johnny Rosito Handcrafted Neckwear. CCPB&J. Adman. Emily Paget. Caleb Perkins, Giant Tom Hanks, Lizzie Love, Gavin Welsh, someone tell Aaron, Jackie Hammond.
Okay? To tell you something about the gym.
The guy with long hair, Chris Johnson, Aunt Acid Valles. Yeah.
Jim.
Benjamin Putz, Beth Bush.
Ben Putz.
Snuggle Pig H, Christina Camille.
Ben push-ups in the gym.
Happy birthday, Lex. Michael Johnson, Kayla Johnston, Grant Levasseur, Chad Clark, Heather Ashley, What is Cat, Katie Taylor, Shane Welsh, Evan Canoe, Joe Band, Milky Beans, Jess Enright, Lillian Carrillo, Magnus Silva.
Magnus. Let me tell you.
Barrington Lloyd Lovett, Ben Fuchs, Theodorus Karen Bellis, Janisha Tutton, Danny Sinclair, Jacob D. Bradford, Justine Beebestein, Just Josh, Sergeant Sparty, Ed Birch, Helen Ford, Illumino, Superfloss, Tatiana Clay, Danielle D. Verona, Valerie York, Dev, Jesse Stillwell, Katie Lee G, Rob Devereux.
Let me tell you something, Rob. You want to see results?
Don Buer, Nestor De Leon III, Luis Hernandez, Alexander Legowski, Monique Quistorf, Jamie Garner, Cody Ostalas, Felicia Shamberi, and Matthew J. Palka. You guys, thank you so much for listening.
I'm looking down the video scope right now. I'm looking at Matthew J. Palka, and I want to see 50 pounds of shredded muscle on that ass.
Just on his ass? Why are you staring at his ass?
No, all
you
around.
Guys, goodbye.